U.S. warned all day of a full-scale Russian invasion of Ukraine, that it was imminent. Vladimir has just addressed the Russian people moments ago, announcing what Putin called the start of a military special operation in his...
During the war in Ukraine, many are surrounded by constant shelling and have no electricity. Some have lost communities, family members, and friends. Yet, so many choose to help other victims, the animals. Rescuing lion cubs from war-stricken Ukraine was no easy task, not for anyone involved. It took the collaboration of many animal rescue organizations to bring these lion cubs to their forever home here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. The lions and their rescuers had quite the journey ahead. In total, they completed a 7,000-mile rescue trip to their forever home. It began when 3 cubs who were destined for the exotic pet trade were surrendered to vet crew in Odessa. Dr. Andrew Kushner, an American veterinarian, was in Ukraine doing mission work and reached out to IFAW for help rescuing these cubs. IFAW then reached out to us at the Wildcat Sanctuary based on our experience with translocations as well as caring for cubs. The 3 cubs were driven 6 hours from Odessa to Wild Animal Rescue in Kyiv, a safe way station for many big cats and bears being rescued in Ukraine. Prada, a lion cub in Kyiv, was surrendered after being a victim of the pet trade too. We agreed to take her in as well. Dr. Andrew Kushner remained a constant in the cubs' lives and planned to stay with them for the duration of their rescue journey.
It's a little sketchy coming in Kyiv because there's been a lot of missile, rocket, and drone attacks in the last week, like a lot. But we're outside the city and we're in pretty...
With intensified shelling in Kyiv, all 4 cubs, along with other rescued adult animals, were transported 14 hours across the border to safety at the Poznan Zoo in Poland. The Poznan Zoo opened their hearts to rescuing over 200 animals from Ukraine. They spent hours driving to the border, providing quarantine spaces and holding areas until animals can be moved to permanent sanctuaries.
Last minute, I received a call that they needed some assistance. We needed to go through some final details, and could I go to Poland? And so guess what? I've had to leave my family.
Wildcat Sanctuary founder and executive director Tammy Thies received a phone call asking her to provide assistance in Poland, and she was on a flight the very next day. During that time, we worked with IFAW to secure expedited permits for import and flights to make their way through customs here in the U.S. We knew so many details had to line up perfectly to make this rescue happen. Crates had to be custom fitted for the cubs, as well as the airplane. Modifications were being made even at the last minute. The lions were loaded at 3 a.m. for their 4-hour drive to Warsaw to meet the plane chartered by IFAW. The 7-hour flight from Poland to Chicago was the first time everyone could breathe a sigh of relief. As promised, Dr. Kushner was there, along with our founder and IFAW, to escort these cubs to their forever home. As we landed, the TWS team met us to drive the final 7 hours to the sanctuary, but first we had to be inspected by U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service as well as Customs.
Jackie, can you be ready to turn?
Okay, we're gonna go. Here's your sister. Here's your sister. Come on, sis. Come on. There we go. You come on. Hi. They'll bite each other.
They seem very interested in her.
Yeah, they're very fascinated. And they're on about 3 pounds a day, several times a day. Are you guys all friends now? Excuse me, what's your name?
Within 12 hours of the cubs' arrival, Prada was happily merged with the other 3 cubs, creating a new pride to live out their days together. It's because of the compassionate people throughout the lion's journey who endured war, shelling, tireless nights, exhausting coordination, and more, that these lion cubs never had any idea what was happening in the world around them. They only knew that they were loved, and they will receive that love, along with lifetime care, living wild at heart, as their own pride here at the Wildcat Sanctuary.